Hi there. Welcome to the Economic Times Business Verticals India AI Dialogues. My name is Shomik Ghosh. I'm Senior Assistant Editor with the Economic Times CIO, and I'm glad to be your host and interviewer for this show. And joining me today is Nitin Malhotra. He's the head of digital at Dr. Lal PathLabs. Nitin, thank you so much for joining us today. It's a pleasure hosting you.
Thank you. Same here.
All right. Now, Nitin, we have heard so much about AI being used in different applications everywhere. Tell us, how are you using it in the diagnostic space in health sciences? What are some of the use cases that you've tried out at your organization, and what are some of the prospective ones that you're really excited about?
Well, AI in the current context is actually evolving, and healthcare is no different. If you look at the diagnostic space, AI plays a very critical role. If I look at the use cases, I think one of the predominant use cases that we see at this point of time are the customer interactions, right? The customer care team speaking out. So if you look at bots coming up, AI generated bots is one thing which is one of the most revolutionary thing that has happened in the current diagnostic space, whether it is a voice bot or an AI enabled generative AI based web bot, WhatsApp bot. That is one area which is kind of helping us a lot. We see a lot of traction coming up on this particular space. And then other than that, there are a lot of other things which the industry is moving towards, which is more towards automation. You can say into um, optimizing majority of our lab operations workflows. When you see at a lab, there are different aspects, like from registration to reporting, and then during the reporting in the labs, there are different processes wherein a test has to undergo different set of quality checks and all. So automating them manually versus going with an agentic solution or an AI solution is, I think, one of the areas which the industry is heading towards.
Right, right. You brought up a very important point about automation and how automation of workflows is using AI. Now, another very important topic of discussion here is the business decision making process. Tell us a little bit about that. Walk us through how you can use AI to improve the decision making process, both at an enterprise level as well as for clinical users.
At enterprise level, if you look at decision making, I think AI is one thing, because in healthcare, uh, the data aspect is very huge. It's not just about a patient data, it's the health records.
Mhm.
So if you have to look into all of those health records, understand customer at the different demographics level, the AI plays a very critical role. You get a lot of insights around a particular region, a particular geography. You get to know about various diseases which are occurring. So from a preventive to a predictive mindset is what AI is bringing in from an enterprise perspective. If you look at a clinical decision making, I think decision support system, that is
Right.
one of the major aspects. So clinicians are getting help from the insights from the reports. If you have a report, but if report is also giving you an AI based insights, where the clinicians are able to predict the outcomes, like what is the likelihood of a particular event triggering again. So those are certain things which are happening.
So, Nitin, the other topic that we always talk about when we're talking about AI is, of course, the cybersecurity aspect of it, data confidentiality. Tell us a little bit about, how do you build a foundation that ensures that the data is going to remain confidential?
So healthcare is actually bound with a lot of compliances. You look at a lot of governance and things around it, and cybersecurity is no different. Uh, the very basic premise of any platform that has to be built in is that you have to build security from the very basic scratch. We cannot say that we'll build a security layer afterwards. So AI plays a very critical role, considering that if you have your cybersecurity principles, the new Data Privacy Act that has come into place, along with the government's initiatives around ABDM, it's very critical to actually secure patients' information, patient data, and every organization in healthcare side is actually striving to bring up more and more counterintuitive measures to support. There is no security aspect which is left out. So those are certain things which even our organization is looking at, and in fact the industry as a whole is doing.
All right. Well, I hope 2026 is going to change a lot of that.
Yep.
Now, in addition to cybersecurity, of course, one very important point, especially for an industry such as yours, is cyber resilience. Uh, how do you ensure that you're building an ecosystem, an AI-ready ecosystem that is going to be resilient to any kind of disruptions or service discontinuity?
So basically, if you have to build in resilience, I think the adaptive nature of your systems has to come in picture. With the rapid scale of technology, what we have seen is if we look in from a manual perspective, the automation and the adaptation takes a lot of time. So AI in this aspect is really helpful, wherein AI helps you to kind of get through that adaptive loop so that you train, you learn faster, and you put in those measures so that the resilience in the platform, the resilience around the environments can be built up. So if you look at the scale from which we started, like at the post-COVID era, the COVID era, or those aspects, so the digitization really took off. And now it is the time wherein we are learning from those systems, and AI can help and bring up more and more adaptations.
Right, right. All right. Well, Nitin, that's pretty much all we had for you. Thank you so much for sharing your insights with us. I'm sure our audience enjoyed that as well.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, that was Nitin Malhotra, the head of digital at Dr. Lal PathLabs. Thanks again, Nitin. Have
Thank
a
you.
great day ahead.
Thank you.